Man was created in the image of God. Woman was also created in the image of God, but they were created with a functional complementarity. They are equal in value, both image bearers of God, but different in design and function. All of man's gifts and responsibilities are, masculine, and all of woman's gifts and responsibilities are, feminine. Man was created as the glory of God, and woman was created as the glory of man. As Doug Wilson likes to say, regarding the woman, she was created as the glory of the glory. Man has authority. It is baked into the cake. He was created to rule over creation, to lead and have dominion. Again, to quote Doug Wilson, males will necessarily be dominant in any given culture, and the only question before that culture concerning whether or not that dominion will be constructive or destructive. End quote. Patriarchy is unavoidable, which is why a father's absence is just as destructive as a father's abuse. So then, man has authority, and this authority is unavoidable. However, it's a derivative authority, which means that it comes from God and is to be exercised for the glory of God, which means that God and God alone sets the perimeters for the proper exercising of such. Man has legitimate authority to rule, but this is not an absolute authority. Not only that, but the authority that any man has is determined by the office title that he holds. The scope of that authority is also determined by God within that sphere. Man was created to rule and to subdue creation, which is characterized and seen by fruitfulness in his home, in his work, and in his worship. He is to be a blessing in all that he puts his hands to. He is a worker, a protector, a provider. He is a creator and a builder, and is to be watchful over all that God has entrusted to his care. This is his dominion, which should be reflected in his domicile. Man builds the house, but the woman makes it a home. Man brings home the bacon, but the woman fries it up. Man was given a mission by God. That is, to drink coffee and do stuff. Okay, I guess the coffee is optional, but the doing stuff is not. He was tasked by God to do stuff, and he needs a helper fit for him to accomplish and fulfill his mission. The biblical household, then, is something much more powerful than a pretty place to lay your head. It's an integrated, covenantal, economic structure created to have dominion over the planet for the glory of God. The actual home is ground zero. It's where knights and princesses are formed.